First off, we have the Divas title match between Kelly and Beth Phoenix, and I don't know, going by the last match at PPV they had, Kelly won, and not much has really been done to show Divas of Destruction's rampaging path through the Divas division. They sort of did it a bit, then didn't really do much, had a few interview things, and that's about it. They haven't really done too much that way, so I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna go Kelly for that one, purely because WWE seem high on her, since she's like the best looking diva apparently, and the fans like her, so I think they'll keep it on her for a while. So I'll go for Kelly. Next one in my notes is the WWE Tag Team title match between Air Boom and The Awesome Truth. This is going to be a good match, I think. Prediction wise, I think I'm going to go for Air Boom, purely because they haven't had titles that long, and if the tag team division really is being rebuilt, they're gonna need to have the current champions have the titles for quite a while and build a proper feud around it. Because, well, for the last year or so, titles have been changing hands every now and then and hardly being defended, so it'd be pretty pointless to carry on the way they're going when they're meant to be building it up. So I think they're going to keep it on Air Boom and then bring in more teams into the title mix to solidify the division. Yes. Next one is the Intercontinental title match between Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase Jr. This one's a bit harder to predict for me. No, Cody's been going on about resurrecting the title and actually bringing prestige back to it, like in the old days, but hasn't really done that much. Well, he's done a few promos and talking about what he's going to do, but hasn't really done anything yet with the title. He's had a few matches, like against Orton and that, but he's not really done anything about the title. He's the champion that's in a match. Ted has been pretty much doing nothing for a good year, being jobbed out most of the time, and then seems like he's getting back on track while partying up with Cody Rhodes, being under Cody Rhodes' wing, and then it's obvious that was going to lead to a face turn for Ted to try and actually get him involved and get the crowd to like him and get him over. But no, I don't think it's been done that well. But going by the apparent reaction he got on SmackDown this coming Friday, seems like it could be starting, but I don't know, I still think it's a bit too soon to put the title on him. So I'm going to go for Cody retaining and carrying on this feud for a bit, maybe up until Vengeance, and then have Ted DiBiase win it there. Then we got the United States title match, which is a fatal 4-way between Dolph Ziggler, Jack Swagger, Alex Riley and John Morrison. Now this one's going to be really hard to pick because it could be, to be honest, 3 of them could win it. I don't really see Morrison winning it. No, I could see the other 3 winning it, and there's lots of different angles that could be made by whoever wins. Yeah, I could see this is not my pick, I'll do that in a bit, but I could see Alex Riley winning, and due to Ziggler and Swagger just going batshit crazy over each other, beating the fuck out of each other, and Alex O'Reilly sort of taking one out and getting the pin, and then having on Raw next night having Ziggler have a go at Swagger for costing him the title, and then Vicky getting involved and stuff, so they can go that way. You can have Jack Swagger win and then have him saying to Vicky that, look, I'm champion now, I can get higher up on the card, get better if you manage me, and Dolph carrying on saying, no, you took the title off me, and I don't know, they can go lots of different ways, so it's quite hard to pick. I'd love Dolph to carry on because I'm a huge Dolph Ziggler fan. He's fucking amazing. I don't know, I don't see Morrison winning, like I said. I think he's just there because the kids and fans like his style in the ring, all this flippy parkour stuff, and just put him on the card. And I reckon he's going to be the one that gets pinned. I don't see him winning. So whoever wins, I reckon is going to pin Morrison. But I'm going to go for Jack Swagger for this one. So Jack Swagger will win this match, in my opinion. Next we have the world title match, World Heavyweight Championship match between Randy Orton and Mark Henry. This one's quite difficult as well, because I don't know, mainly because Henry's been built up a lot and been on a huge monster push in the last few months, taking out Big Show and Kane and countless others, and basically destroying lots of people in SmackDown coming up. I don't know, I just think Orton winning that and being the one to stop him would be pointless, because Orton doesn't need that win to get over. He's already hugely over on SmackDown. So I don't know, I think it'd be pretty pointless him winning it. He doesn't really need to win. No. I'd love Mark Henry to win it and then feud with Sheamus, because Sheamus looks like he's pretty much in the main event, high mid card main event. So I'd like to see him sort of challenge it and keep Orton and have a feud with someone like Cody, if, I don't know, and bring Ted into it and have a sort of legacy re-feud. Or what I would really love is for Orton to feud with Wade Barrett, because see, I'm English and I've been a huge fan of Wade Barrett since his FCW days. So Wade Barrett's really been left out of the mix on SmackDown since he's got there. The core was pretty much a load of shit and he hasn't really done much. They're pretty much burying him at the moment. So no, I see a feud with Orton to help sort of put him up the card, especially if they do a match like they did with Orton and Ziggler. That was a great match, made Ziggler look like he could be a main eventer. Barrett's been in a main event before on Raw, so if Orton and Barrett feud, I can sort of see the same thing happening. Obviously the match is not going to be as good as the Ziggler Orton one, but hopefully the outcome will get Wade up the card to where he deserves to be, because he is a top heel and he's going to be a future top heel world champion, WWE champion in the future for quite a few years to go. Yeah, for a lot of years to come, in my opinion. So but if Orton wins, there's not really much. I don't know, I don't see who could feud with him really. Christian again, but that's been played out. The matches were amazing, but I don't know, too much of a good thing really. So I don't really see who he could feud with unless they give Henry a a few more shots, or Kane returns and is a heel, or I don't know. I don't see that happening. So no, I'm going to go for Mark Henry, purely because I don't. Well, I can see one winning it, easily winning it, but I don't think he deserves it, and I think that a lot more stuff and better stuff can come out of a Henry victory than an Orton victory. So I'm going to go for Mark Henry. Oh, I have no idea how long this is going on for. So, next, no DQ match, Triple H versus CM Punk, and if Triple H loses, he must resign as COO. This match has had an amazing build, as a huge CM Punk fan, and just the whole storyline. It sort of went a bit downhill 2-3 weeks ago and sort of came back up. Basically, sort of shit when Kevin Nash got involved. I've never been a fan of Kevin Nash, so yeah. But I know since Triple H fired him the other week, it sort of got back on track, and yeah, it's gonna be it. I'm not as excited as I was for Money in the Bank, Cena versus Punk, but it's nearly there. Nearly. That was like a 10 out of 10 excitement, and this is about 7.58. Yeah. So, I'm going to go for Triple H winning, purely because I can easily see an interference and Punk being screwed, and then going on doing more promos, more golden promos like he's been cutting for the past month, 2 months. So, pretty simple. Someone's going to come in. Kevin Nash most probably interfere because he's meant to be future endeavoured and fired, and then he was seen getting into a limo with Johnny Ace. So I think something's going to happen. He's going to interfere, or maybe someone else, and then that will lead to Survivor Series and have Team Punk, Team Triple H, or Team Nash. What I see really. Yeah, so Triple H is going to win this because Punk's going to get screwed. Actually, no. Really think about it. CM Punk is going to win, isn't he? If he's going to get screwed, he'll win. I don't know. Triple H is going to get screwed and turn heel. So then he doesn't resign from COO. Don't know what I was thinking. Yeah. Triple H is going to win. Next and last is the WWE title match between Alberto Del Rio and John Cena. Best thing about this match, Ricardo Rodriguez is going to be at ringside. Rick Rod is God. No. Cena's been a bit gone back into his old ways, really. It seems, well, in my opinion, it all seems more tweener at the moment, insulting Alberto and doing sort of cutting heel promos on him. Well, in my opinion, anyway. It's not really the way. It's really the way a heel would act, just completely diminishing and taking the piss out of his opponent. Del Rio's been doing that, but I think Cena's been putting more emotion into it and going more heel promo wise against Del Rio than Del Rio has to Cena. I want to say Cena wins, but by Ricardo interfering. So Cena wins, but Del Rio keeps the title. And then, well, Ricardo was in the ring this past Raw, so I reckon they're going to start bringing him into matches. So that'll be a good way of doing that, I think. So yeah, that's my pay-per-view predictions for WWE. What pay-per-view is it? Night of Champions. Thank you very much. Goodbye.